Hello, all of you beautiful
Mm-hmm.
beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is RimWorld. And I am currently Nevis, King of Conquerors, the Marten. So, we are going to be explaining a bit about how Scar works, our custom tabletop RPG system that is available on itch.io as well as on our Discord. So, do go check that out, everybody. So, first things first, are you familiar with dot-based systems for rolling?
I am not actually. I am familiar with several systems in regards to tabletop role-playing games, including but not limited to Dungeons and Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, GURPS. What's another one? Hold on. Tunes. I'm familiar with the Tunes tabletop role-playing game system, but I cannot say that I have ever heard of Dots before.
Have you looked at World of Darkness, Exalted, Pokeroll?
No, I
Any?
have not
Okay.
heard of any of those, honestly.
So, dot-based systems are a system where you are rolling a number of dice equal to how many dots that you have. And the results of it are... it varies from system to system, but most, including Scar, have it where it's a d10 that you are rolling, one per dot, and the a 7 or above is a success. And then you
All right.
are seeking to get so many successes based on the whatever's going on. So, if you are attacking somebody, you're going to need to get more successes on your overall dice pool than their evasion score.
Fair enough.
So there is a lot in there that you will need to read, because I can't exactly just explain literally everything, but I can give you a baseline of it.
That is fair. Yes, I have been reading the SCAR system, and I'm currently at the weapons page at the moment.
So you've gotten pretty far in. So the real quick, for the recording, I did allow it to continue and did a little bit of work on the ship while we were doing recallers. Mostly because mining all this out is going to take a long time anyway, so I figured, just not doing anything major, just a little bit of rebuilding and whatnot. Like, I moved fridges over here for food, set up a pen, moved the mine shafts in there, added more here, etc., etc. Nothing too major. But anyways, for this, so you were trying to get so many successes, depending on whatever the case may be. For running the system, for running the game, there is a storyteller chapter that it's relatively short because we don't have a whole lot to put in there yet. But there is there is a explanation of what is generally considered they passed.
Okay. I'm more having difficulty in regards to the character creation aspect of it.
Okay, what aren't you understanding there?
Basically, I understand the idea of stat explanations, like attributes, expertise, and skills. I'm struggling with the comprehension of them. Like D&D and Call of Cthulhu, they've got like point based systems where you allocate certain points, or you roll dice, or you have like preset skill allocations, while the stat explanations in here, it doesn't necessarily explain that well what, like, is it also a point-based system where you like allocate points into it in regard to like, oh hey, you like essentially, like, what is the how do you determine what skills you have specialties in, or what things you have expertise in, or things of that nature?
Okay, so expertises are their own stat. They are a unique thing to Scar that I haven't seen in any other tabletop game. Um, we'll come back to those. As for specialties, that is up to you. Your beginning specialty, it just gives a +1 die. It gives you 1 extra die to roll when it's relevant. Depending on the situation, the storyteller can give you reduced difficulty on the roll, which will mean that instead of looking for 7s on the dice, you'll be looking for 6s. But to circle back around to your main question there, it is essentially a point buy system at the core of it. At the beginning for character creation, we've got the page, the 2 pages for that at the beginning of the chapter, explaining what you put where. So, you have so many dots that you get to put out between the 3 columns, and then you get an extra set of dots to put in anywhere you want for skills. It also applies for attributes. But after character creation is where it becomes more of your traditional point buy sort of setup, where everything costs XP, almost everything. Expertises are, again, their own thing. But in this system, you don't have, your XP does not move towards a level. Instead, you spend your XP in order to increase things, such as you want to increase your perception. If you have 2 dots in perception currently, and you want to put a 3rd dot in perception, that would be 15 XP because it is 5 times the dot that you're going to. Does that help?
Admittedly, I'm still struggling to understand it. By three categories, or like 3 pillars, do you mean body, mind, soul? Do you mean the 3 naturals? Or I'm looking at it at this very moment.
Are you looking at the character sheet?
Yeah, I'm not looking at the character sheet itself. No, I'm looking at the page in regards to character building in chapter 2.
Which page number specifically are you looking at?
24. 23 and well, essentially it's 22 through 24. Well, 22 through hold on, let me what I'm essentially struggling with is 22 through 22 through 30. I understand the idea of like character advancement in regards to like earning XP and role play discounts, and like I understand the like idea of the XP system in regard to like you can use XP to earn various traits and attributes and skills and whatnot, but I'm struggling like with the initial creation of the character.
Okay, so so first off, I would recommend bringing up a character sheet. They are linked at the very beginning of the document. For the record, we are about to release the 1.5 version of that. So, take your, don't hold that sheet as law for now. We made some changes and such, but it's still the basic idea there.
Okay.
So, with character creation on page 19. Every attribute starts at 1 dot, which is automatically filled in the sheet, but then you get to put a second dot into 3 unique attributes of your choice. So that is the body, mind, soul, vigor, and willpower. Also, hi there, Raijin. Mwah. If you didn't hear, we are working, or I'm trying to explain Scar, so if you have any, want to help with that, by all means, I would welcome it.
Okay. I get that. You have 3 additional points you can put into the various attributes.
Yes.
Or attributes, depending on how one pronounces it. So you could theoretically put 3 into body, or 1 into body, mind, soul.
As it says, it is 3 unique ones. So you
3
can
unique ones. So you could do body, vigor, soul, or
yes,
or soul, mind, willpower.
Yes. Now, for expertises, you pick 4 of those to get 1 dot each.
Okay. That I can understand that part now. Thank you.
Now, for skills, the skills are divided into 3 categories, which on the character sheet, that is 3 different columns. Natural, trained, and knowledge. You get to put 3 dots into the first column. Well, 3, again, 1 per skill.
3 per each of the 3 columns of skills, yes. And then 4 to put in any of them of which you like.
Yes, but it still can only be 1 dot max.
Right. I'm starting to get it now. You receive 1 specialty. Okay. And pick 3 feats.
Yes. Which, the feats, we have a whole section dedicated to them and a separate document, but I will again say, keep in mind, the system is a work in progress. We are still very actively working on it. And I will say our next update that I should be doing, releasing in a couple of days, is going to have a massive... we essentially went through most of the feats currently and rebalanced them.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of change with the feats, but you get to pick 3 of them.
Okay, got it. And monotype? Oh wait, hold on.
Types are explained down in chapter... Oh,
It's in the primeval chapter.
Oh, right, earlier. Well, no, I was looking at, did I really not point them elsewhere for that? But no, I did. It was just an earlier paragraph.
Anyway, yeah, 2 feats. These may not be. You do begin with a type of affinity for your feats. If you are a monotype, blah 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 blah. Anyway, with all that done, set your HP to 8. Otherwise, you're equal. Otherwise equal to your total dots in attribute. Now for something more advanced but fun, creating your moves. Okay. Start with one move or weapon with basic typing. This has a power of 4 with no additional special properties to it. Could have something to do with natural attack or some variety such as scratching with claws, tackling, or kick. Most often be a physical ability, however, you may discuss it with your storyteller. Okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to get this part now. You have 100. Oh, okay. That's where the XP comes. Okay. And I'm still coming in through fine.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because it was getting rather quiet, and I was worried that either that something might have happened.
Nope, we're still hearing you. I was just, you were kind of reading, so I was waiting for any questions if anything came up.
All right, thank you. Normally, I'm the one getting talked over, so I'm a little. I'm a little sensitive when I'm just like talking on, and people aren't like responding or like saying something, you know. But yeah.
Real quick, Light Paw, that is why bosses get 2 turns. Actually, that boss fight was really good. It was fine. It was a threat to a lot of the group.
But yeah, I'm starting to get the logistics of the system now. Thank you for the assistance.
Absolutely.
If I have any other additional questions, more specifically in regards to the Digimon franchise or Digimon franchise supplement, and potentially the Monster Hunter franchise supplement as well.
So we don't really have anything for those because, well, Monster Hunter and Digimon both have, I mean, Monster Hunter technically has types, but also they basically don't matter at all.
I'll give you that. Yeah, they do technically have elemental affinities, but they don't really matter in terms that much in terms of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and for Digimon, types are a Deus Ex Machina that they sometimes rely on or care about, and half the time they don't care about those. But they're always kind of there in the background, sort of mattering, but also not. And it also depends on which freaking, game slash, it also depends on which game slash, anime you're watching for whether types matter or exist.
Right. That is fair.
That is why for us we came up with our own types, which we took into consideration Monster Hunter, Digimon, and Pokemon for putting together our types. Like, we did away with fighting type from Pokemon. Instead, just rope that into our version of normal, which is basic. Because fighting isn't a type. I'm sorry. It is not a type. It's just not. And we put dragon and fairy together into mythic. We changed steel to metal. And then we added things like light and shadow. Light doesn't exist, or equivalent to light doesn't exist in Pokemon, but shadow, equivalency in Pokemon would be dark. But the light and shadow...
Well, there was also... Oh, sorry.
Light and shadow are also to accompany the holy and... Again, depends on which version of Digimon you're looking at, but evil type that they sometimes have.
Right.
Yeah, I know, we did kinda, Fairy is by default meant to go into Mythic, but it can also go with Light.
I'm more going to refer to the fact that they technically did have Shadow Pokemon in that one singular GameCube Pokemon game. The
Yeah.
with Shadow Lugia and those ones. But that does explain why Monster Hunter, Pokemon, and Digimon all have singular pages. But that does not explain why Digimon and Monster Hunter pages have a singular page or their terminology page is literally blank other than just the word terminology on them.
We have been focusing on the system itself first to get all that squared away. There was a point where I was starting to fill out the Pokemon one, and I was planning to do both Digimon and Monster Hunter, and then we realized this is a bad idea. We should, we need to get the base system done first, and then we can go and do the supplements.
That's fair.
But, I mean, we've got 2 Digimon games that we are running on the channel right now. We've got 3 Pokemon games currently, so it's working for those very well. Honestly, we recommend getting rid of, or not using Pokemon's types either, because those are horrendously unbalanced.
Considering that as of the recording of your stream at this time, I think Steel is actually the one with the least amount of Pokemon as of this moment. I would agree with you.
Steel is one of the, it is one of the very, very difficult, it's one of the more overpowered, and we just did away with immunities altogether because those don't have a very good place in a tabletop setting.
Yeah, I again, I would agree with that, yeah. Weird to think that Dragon used to be one of the least common types, but now it's practically popping up almost in every generation now, isn't it?
Well, it has popped up in every generation. It was just generally 1, maybe 2 lines that had it. Like every generation at least had the 3-stage dragon that was right under the legendaries.
Yeah, the pseudo legendary. Yeah.
But yeah, we did away with a lot of that.
No, yeah, I agree that is a rather reasonable thing. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I don't really have. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't really have any further questions at this point. If I have any more, I'll either message you on Discord or try and contact you through a stream again if that's all right with you.
Absolutely. This is my baby. This is my passion. I've been working on this system for, we are 2 months away from the 3-year anniversary of me working on it.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
So I am very happy to, I am very happy to explain and answer any questions. Though I do recommend that you put them in that Scar feedback and questions channel, just so the other devs could also answer if they see it before me.
That is a reasonable request. Yes.
And just as a side note, as far as you got, the attributes are kind of the shorthand version of Scar. Your actual power curve as a character is a little bit more complicated than just saying levels, but you can say the number of attributes to how high of a level you are. Because typically, if you have higher attributes, you should have higher of the merits and experience as well.
All right.
So, that kind of gives you a shorthand idea of level relation, with 8 attributes being the equivalent of level 1, basically.
Right.
And then also, as far as moves, I know you weren't really looking at it too much. I'll have to find it. It's somewhere, but I did make a little infograph for move creation that you could refer to.
It's not that I didn't look into it. It's more I haven't looked that closely at it yet. Would probably be the more accurate term.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Moves there's a lot you can do with moves. They're very flexible, but that does also mean they can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah. Moves are where Scar really shines best. It's basically a box of Legos. Unlike other systems like Fate, where they just are, like we were describing it last night. Fate and those ones that allow you to make whatever you want just give you a lump of plastic and say, good luck making blocks. Whereas for Scar, we're giving you actual bricks, which you can then use to build whatever you want.
All right. Well, I as I said before, I don't really have any questions at the moment. Do either of you have any comments or questions in regards to anything about me? Possibly, I don't know.
Well, you are welcome to continue hanging out here in the stream. I will ask, do you understand expertises? They tend to be a little bit of a sticking point for a few people on understanding them because they are very unique.
Hold on. I think I understand the idea of them, yes. But hold on. I need to reread that really quickly, if that's all right with you. Hold on.
We are
Let's
in
see.
no rush here.
Oh, here we are.
It's fine.
Okay.
Plus, in an hour and a half or so, maybe a little longer, because I am doing RimWorld and I might get absorbed into it, we will be doing a movie that you could hang out with for as well.
Yeah, I overheard that you're planning on doing the original How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, we do a lot of movie nights. Though this next week I may or may not do a whole lot of them, just because I'll be working on the next update for Scar. But otherwise, the rest of the month I tend to do them most nights.
At some point, talking about specialties got me thinking. At some point, we should look over a little bit of the 13th Age handbook, because 13th Age has a mechanic called backgrounds, which serves very, very close to what our specialties do. And maybe at the very least, it would help with getting down the writing or the terminology.
I would say yes. I do in fact understand the like what is that I'm trying to say here? I do in fact understand what you are referring to in regards to expertise. Yes.
Cool. And yeah, we can absolutely take a look at that, Raijin.
It's been a while since I've read through the 13th Age handbook, but it's like it's almost exactly the same conceptually, except the backgrounds are for a D20 system instead of a dot system.
Hi, Kieran.
But yeah, now that we're, I assume, done discussing Scar now, does anyone in chat or either of you two have anything you two wanted to talk about, or chat want to talk about, or anything?
I'm also nibbling on my dinner still, but we just generally just hang out. Don't necessarily always have something specific to talk about. But you did mention that you're interested in running a Digimon campaign?
That I am, yes.
Well, why don't you tell us a bit about what you've got in mind there?
Considering I have not familiarized myself with the Scar system in its entirety yet, I'm not exactly sure what to expect or what to plan for. So, but once I get more familiar with the system, once I get more familiar with the system, then I usually plan something after that, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I don't know if it's like one of the systems where you are a human that has a Digimon partner, or if it is a system where you play as the Digimon themselves.
So, the system is flexible enough for either direction. However, it is intended for the players to be playing as the Digimon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured in this scenario. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the main reason why Scar came to be in the first place, is there are plenty of systems out there for playing as a Pokemon trainer. I mean, by
or
plenty,
playing as
I mean
a humanoid or whatever.
Yeah. playing as the human that's controlling the Digimon or Pokemon or what have you. I mean, there's
But
only
very few
three,
systems.
but
Oh, sorry.
there's only 3 for Pokemon that I'm aware of, and only 1 for Digimon that I know of. But the best you've got for actually playing as a Pokemon is a supplemental to the one for playing as a trainer, and it's hot garbage, to put it lightly.
Yeah. I am actually familiar with 3 different D&D based systems in regards to playing as either Digimon or Digimon trainers, and all 3 of them are actually hot garbage. 2 of them are either incomplete or like bare bones systems that are entirely vague in regards to what to do, to the point that they basically don't even have a full system, or like they're essentially like the absolute basics of a full system. And the other one is more or less way too overly complicated.
Yeah, that generally tracks with what I've seen of the various systems out there. But yeah, I wasn't counting the ones that are built off of D&D or anything myself, because, well, like Paul said, almost all of those are problematic at best.
That's fair.
And 5e is incredibly basic. It's like, I can appreciate a system being relatively basic and simple for newcomers to get into, but for me, I will always consider 5th edition to be, okay, this is your gateway drug, now move on to the actual tabletop.
Right. No, yeah, I agree in that regard. But I actually got started on 4th edition, if you're familiar with that.
4th edition,
so,
we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
I like 4th edition.
There's no accounting for taste. And hello, Era. Yeah, we got into a little bit of 5e, not much.
Everyone says 4th edition doesn't exist, but I had fun with it. I had more fun with 4th edition than I had with 5th edition, and yet somehow 5th edition gets all the talk. I disagree with 5th edition being the gateway drug, because that's giving Dungeons and Dragons too much credit. There are so many systems that I've discovered that are far, far more effective for new players and getting them into the door of tabletops without being a horrendous, terrible mess like 5th edition is. For example, 13th Age. 13th Age is wonderful. It was literally built as a response of how bad 5th edition was, to show that you can make a simple system that has flexibility and complexity to it. And then there's a whole lot of other systems that are really, really great for, a couple of sessions to get people started, like Tales from Myriad. It's one of the things that I really hate about the overwhelming presence of Dungeons and Dragons as the de facto tabletop system. There are a lot of systems out there that are so much better depending on your needs. And yet everyone just goes to 5th edition because, Critical Role popped up.
I mean, for my side of things, I was playing 5th edition way back in before Critical Role was even a thing. But I've been playing. I was playing D&D since literally since 3rd edition, and I've also played quite a bit of 2nd and 1st.
I've got books for 2nd and 1st editions. Not had a chance to play them actually. Although I have actually made a character for 1st edition.
Let me put 5th edition this way, and my opinion of 5th edition this way. I have experienced people who had more...
Sorry, I gotta point this out. Era, just so you know, apparently you and Viv have become lovers. Carry on, Raijin.
Oh, neat. I'm very glad that you've opened up like that, Era.
Your character, your pawn in the game. I just got a notification that you and Viv are now lovers. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You've won.
You've won claws.
I mean, he gets that all the time with Kuro anyway, so. But my opinion of 5th edition can be summed up like this. I have experienced people who have had greater difficulty with character creation in 5th edition, despite its supposed simplicity and basicness, than anyone I have tried to help with Scar.
Yeah, Scar is... We are building Scar to be somewhere between... So the goal of Scar is to be simple enough for people to get into, while having the complexity, flexibility, and customizability that those that enjoy Pathfinder would find would be just right at home with. I don't know about Starfinder, but... Vari, I agree. And I really want Scars to be good. I am really hoping that Scar, like, what I have right now for it is good, and that people like the way we've got it set up for Scar. But yeah, Mega Fan, like, you're welcome to enjoy what you want on that. We've got strong opinions, is all. But it's because we're passionate. We're passionate.
Yeah, like, so Gab, if you want an example of absolutely absurd errata, you can cast Misty Step. And then if someone counterspells your Misty Step, you can counterspell them in return. But if you're casting Teleport, someone can counterspell you, but you can't counterspell them back because of the way the rules are written. And this is all to prevent the spellcasters from getting too strong in a system that they already neutered spellcasters. There's no reason to prevent people from the number of spell slots they can cast in one turn when it's already an extremely limited resource, when you have rogues and barbarians and fighters who just walk up to the enemy and be like, I stabbed 50 times, here's a bajillion dice, it's dead.
Excuse me, Era. 3.5e and Pathfinder are not boxes of Legos. You are very like... Okay, I suppose I will allow that they are... Pathfinder is Lego in the Bionicle Age, where, you know, you had a whole bunch of very hyper-specialized pieces that you could not combine with each other. I'm not saying Pathfinder and Starfinder 3.5 are bad. I'm just saying I would not call them Legos because you have a lot of limitations on what you can and cannot do with them.
So you're saying that they're more akin to like Generation 1 Bionicle, not the one where like the very first generation of Bionicle.
Yes. They're like they've got a lot of pieces, but they are all you have to be. You have to have all of these specific requirements. You have to have this, that, and the other thing set up right in order to go into it. And even then, good luck in doing so.
Yeah.
But part of the problem is that fact that you have to find the fancy joining pieces and hope that your storyteller, or GM in that case, allows you to use that fancy joining piece. Because, like, there's plenty of options out there if you're, you know, utilizing the likes of, there's plenty of options out there if you're utilizing things, like third party, but... And I am not saying this against you, Era. I just want to make that very clear. I'm just saying in general, you have to... Your storyteller has to allow you. even referring to just kineticist. Like, yeah, kineticist has its own special things, but there is a huge slew of that kind of stuff in Pathfinder. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of very passionate folk doing the nerd fighting in chat. Of course, I'm doing that on voice, so you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 discussions going on right now. Alright, okay, listen. Kinku brought up Time Stop. Yes, Time Stop is a powerful spell, but it's also a 9th level spell. The comparison we're making with 9th level spells is Wish. The spell where you can change reality, compared to, oh, you get between 2 and 5 extra turns once a day. Yes, a wizard can do a lot with Time Stop once a day. Once a day, they can do a lot. But the comparison is they had to go all the way to reach 9th level spells, being able to only cast 1 spell at a time, which is already a very limited resource and already very limited. Like the classic fireball is the classic because it's powerful, but nothing ever like replaces it. You just cast fireball for your entire wizarding career because there's nothing that's really better than fireball. You get a high enough level, you just cast fireball at a higher level. So it's like you're taking this comparison of wizard. Sure, they can be strong, they can do things, but then you compare this against the likes of fighter or barbarian or rogue. Like a really well set up rogue paladin combination is going to just like walk up to an enemy once per turn and just dump 50 dice on the table and say it's dead. And they've been doing this since like 9th level.
I do not fear the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks. I fear the man who has practiced 1 kick 1,000 times.
Or like there's that funny Sentinel fighter build that you can do that they probably fixed in the most recent release. I hope they fixed it because it's stupid. But you just park yourself in the middle of a group and you have enough reach and they do anything and you just attack them and then they stop having a turn. Because you have infinite attacks of opportunity. So you just turn into a blender, you sit in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and they don't get to do anything. Yay!
So at the end of the day, can we all just agree that Scar's fantastic and play that instead?
I just get frustrated because 5th edition keeps getting compared as the simple option. And like, I understand it's just a matter of how popular Dungeons and Dragons is. Obviously, it's the simplest Dungeons and Dragons to get into. I understand people have a lot of bad feelings about 4th edition, but realistically, it's just not a good tabletop system. Uh,
Does everyone mind if I quick change topics?
Sure thing.
The black patch on my character's avatar is not an eye patch.
Oh?
That is correct. It is in fact not an iPad. Yes. I do
Ido.
things. Or Ido. Sorry. It is in fact Kumamon / Shockmon. However, that is not what I am referring to specifically. Anyone care to hazard a guess as to what the black thing over my Kumamon / Chalkmon's left eye is an indication of?
It's a little fuzzy for me, so I could not say.
Oh, yeah, Light Paw is actually correct. Yes, it is in fact a missing eye. But yeah, more specifically, it is a genetic abnormality that I in fact suffer from in real life. It is known as degenerative I can't remember if it's retinal or retina disease. Degenerative. Let's just go with retinal. It is known as degenerative retinal. Degenerative retinal. Let's go with degenerative. I can't remember what the full scientific term for it is. If this is violating any of your rules or anything, please let me know.
No, you're fine.
All right. To put it into simpler terms for those who might be less scientifically inclined, basically, the retina of my left eye, aka the thing that connects my left eye to my brain and my skull as a whole, the thing that allows me to essentially like connect my left eye to my head and allow me to see out of my left eye as a whole it is literally rotting, as if my body essentially thinks like my left eye is essentially rotting like a corpse while I'm still alive. Well, specifically the left retina.
Definitely not good.
Just at a significantly slower rate. Yeah, necrosis, essentially, yeah. So, at some point in my mid to late 70s, my left eye is going to literally pop out of my skull. So I use this avatar while I stream, while on other people's streams, whatever, to raise awareness. To
You okay,
make
Ido?
light. Apparently not.
Joke.
But yeah,
how much I have removed from this rock. And yet we're only about halfway there.
But as a friend of mine once put it, in order to make light of the situation, apparently it will pop out and be the world's most disgusting game of marble.
Okay then.
Yeah, that person had a rather morbid sense of humor. At no point did I say that joke was funny. I just said that, you know, it was told to make light of the situation.
Gib Gab, because I'm weird. Have you met me?
I'm just here for Ren.
Ah yes, everybody's here for Ren.
Originally, I was here for Scar. Now I'm here for the company.
Yeah, we tend to have a lot of these more laid-back kind of streams where we're just sitting here, chilling, chatting about whatever winds up coming up and whatnot.
Fair enough.
While waiting for my colonists to friggin' finish this stuff. Grr.
Sometimes I think about the world that could have been if people just accepted 4th edition in their hearts. Maybe we wouldn't have had 5th edition then.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Rosam.
Mwah.
Well, in any event, it's getting rather late for me. I think I'm gonna head to bed. It's about 45 minutes to midnight in my time zone, so I think I'm just gonna try and get some rest. Nice hanging out with all of you, and both you in the chat and you, Zim, and I assume that's Rudy.
Ryjan.
Raijin? Okay. Well, in any case, nice hanging out with everyone. Nice meeting everyone. And thank you, Razim, for answering my questions in regards to Discovery.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Let me know if you've got any more.
I will gladly do so.
Though that is definitely a new pronunciation of your name there, Ryjan. At least I haven't seen it.
It's like RDY in the stream, so I assumed it was Rudy, or at least on the avatar.
You should explain how that's pronounced there, Ryjan.
But half the fun is when people mispronounce it.
Fair. Can't argue there.
Yes, it is spelled RDY. By the way, Zam, Rudy is actually one of the more common ones that I hear usually.
Really?
I don't know why that in particular. Yeah. But basically, I chose, before I learned about the International Phonetic Alphabet, I used the letter combination RD to represent a special kind of retroflex. So it's kind of somewhere between an R and an L, right?
All right. And you use that in order to, like, try and like shorten the pronunciation of, I can't remember if it's Chinese or Japanese, but I know it's one of the two deities of thunder. Was it?
It's not actually a reference to a Daijin. Though you are correct. That is one of the Japanese gods. The name, the name was made entirely separately from any knowledge I had of Japanese at the time, so it was just a big coincidence.
Oh, okay. So someone probably informed you of that at a later time then.
Yeah, I discovered it later. It was interesting.
All right, but yeah, as I said before, I'm gonna head off for the night. Once again, nice meeting everyone. Nice meeting all of you in chat. Nice meeting you, Raijin and Razim and everyone else.
Sleep well.
Good night.
Hey, Ido. Come join voice. I want to love on ya. Oh boy, Gib Gab. Oh boy.
But everything is crabs.
Everything will become crab. If it is not already crab, then it shall be crab. Well, actually, I should say, what's up? You went robot. Oh, alright, Ido. Sleep well. You're a good boy. And very cute. And pat 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 pat.
Ree is dancing with the crabs.
Ba ba bum ba da ba 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 da ba bum ba 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 da ba bum ba 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 bum.
Hey,
Ah, hello.
what's cracking? I figured I'd just jump in the chat as well. So I'll probably join you for the movie. Blah. And also because, honestly, I still haven't watched the other two, and I kind of wanted to watch the first one again before I watched the other two. So I'll probably join later. I might as well stick around for a bit.
Sounds good to
Today's
me.
Today's been a merciful day. Obscenely chill and boring. Exactly what I wanted.
Ree is excited.
Why are you excited, Rudy? As much as I feel bad about it, solely because I feel like if somebody might hear it and they might just begin to ironically say it.
Mwah, the right gen.
Think fast, Zim, because Ree is smooching you.
Oh my god, it actually pronounces it kind of close to that.
I see. Raijin is not able to speak because internet, so therefore he has found an alternative for speaking.
Kind of big brain. I dig it.
Ты хитрюшка.
Holy crap, they're swarming that fridge.
The food.
Oh.
What the?
A group of pirates have arrived in transport pods nearby. It looks like they want to use sappers to tunnel around your defenses. Sure, go for it. Go right ahead and tunnel around our defenses.
Oh dear. Where are you even parked? So
Huh?
I haven't looked at the thing until like the I didn't get a chance to look at it before the recallers, so I just look over now and you're in the sky and it's like, what are you doing? How do you get there?
I mean, I have a ship. I just went to space.
Oh, you're in space.
Yes.
It's mildly horrifying.
Only slightly.
Slightly, yeah, we can say that. Rah,
What was that?
rah.
Rah. Let's get everybody out here and in position. To arms!
You know what's infuriating about Paradox, by the way? Apart from a lot of the myriad of things they do. Playing EU4 now, thanks to a stupid nerd dragon making me want to do it. I keep seeing stuff for EU5 and I really want to play it, but I just know when it releases it's going to be a giant disaster and I'm going to have to properly wait to enjoy what I really want out of it because Paradox is going to take a while to fix it. And I'm sitting here already anticipating, like, I'm going to hate this. It's going to be so much anticipation and it's going to be warranted because it actually kind of looks like a banger game, but also, like, it's going to be so broken at the start. I just want to play the game. Every time I play EU4, it's like playing 5e after playing Scar. It's like I'm sitting here like, oh, this is kind of shit. I already had the good stuff and I want it back. But I have to play the bad stuff sometimes.
Understandable.
Once again, I will recommend to anyone that is forced to play 5th edition, try and convince your group to do 13th Age instead.
I offered to run a game for one of my groups of friends because I was like, I want to try like another system, but it was like, all right, we either try the system we're already playing, that's the one we're currently doing for our campaign, or we do 5th edition because it's too much work to learn new ones. And one of them is like allergic to math, and then like someone just doesn't want to read, and I'm like,
Tales from Myriad is the perfect. It's a great system for just running a one-shot. You can basically fit all the information your players need to know on a little note card. It's really easy, it's really straightforward, and it has enough interest to it that you could run it for multiple sessions. And that can get them into the door to accepting other tabletop systems into their heart.
Can I put furry stuff in it?
It's literally, okay. How dare you say that and not even know what, like...
I don't know what Tales from Myriad is. I just figured it's probably good enough.
The fuck was that?
I don't know, chemical warfare?
Apparently. But who the hell used whatever the fuck that was?
Hmm.
Oh, well, you've got a nasty weapon.
Yeah, I'm already looking at the main page.
Oh, God. Oh, no! Blue Bat died!
They shouldn't do that. That sounds like a bad idea.
Okay, who the hell had that rocket? What are you all even using to attack me with? Hey, was one of them just vaporized? I could have sworn I had somebody here. Oh, it was Raharu. He just started running away. Okay. Yeah, Blue Bat was our primary medic. We are in some trouble now. Oh boy. Wait, did Geeman change colors? Oh, because he took damage, I say.
Demon,
Okay,
demon,
go get that
more
one.
like chameleon.
Amos is dead. Geeman, where are you going? Get the one right the frick next to you. Oh, right, I forgot to start up stream, or crowd control. There we go.
Were you about to say streams?
Yes. I miss Stream Raiders. Geeman's down. Gabe Gap's still going for now.
Yeah. Of course I am. Forever.
We'll see about that. Raharu! Go there and help them out. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Well, so far we've lost Amos and Blue Bat. But everybody else is still alive. for
Have you
now.
considered, like, what if they don't die? Maybe they just shouldn't die, you know?
Sure, except they're already dead.
Sounds like a skill issue. I didn't die, so therefore, clearly, it's a personal problem, you know?
Well, thanks for bringing Amos back, Blue Bat. It was a 50-50 chance.
It was a 100% because if they were trying to revive themselves, it would have worked. But also, if they're being like a medic, then clearly they have to prioritize the other person first. So it was just playing the character, so it was destined to be them no matter what. That's a losing proposition. And also season, what you need is you need to just like recreate stream raiders with like stream together. You just get someone to play a game on the corner, and every like 30 minutes somebody pokes you, and then you open up the thing and you watch them for like 5 minutes, and you minimize it again.
But that's not the same.
Of course not. Nothing will ever be the same. It's gone forever. What can we do? Hey Zim, give me one of these. Painting, textiles, or architecture?
Architecture.
Good enough. Ba, 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 ba. What? I left Ak Koyunlu alive to form like a border between me and the Ottomans. And I beat up Karakoyunlu. Like, they had no troops, zero troops, zero manpower. I was giving money to my ally. I didn't join the war because they didn't invite me. They declared war on this guy alone. And mind you, like, I had just fully occupied them. The Ottomans invaded them. Then I did it again. And then the Ottomans did it again. I saw their country. They were in debt. Their country was a mess. How did they win this war? How did my ally lose? What the fuck? Ugh, that's gonna be so annoying. I have to, like, actually kill them now. You can't make this up. It's a real AI hours right here.
Yeah, I had to add that.
Why are you like this, Sim? If it weren't for the fact that I'm forcefully converting my entire populace to another religion, I would be madder at you.
Oh, and thank you for the resurrection, Frost Husky. Blue Bat, you're back!
Yay.
Mwah, the Regin. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah. I feel like I need a bigger hospital.
Just think. I think you really might.
There's only a few injured that aren't, you know... There's only a few injured in here. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're deconstructing those. This should be able to keep them, both of these rooms warm. It'll be a very compact hospital, but we're going to stick with this.
That just means the friends get to stick closer together. And so do the infectious diseases, but nobody needs to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, I'm being a giant, like, sleazebag on this, but basically one of the missions gave me a huge buff to one of my provinces. So, like, I started as the Timurids. I did their mission tree to a decent extent, and then I went, like, all this stuff that's for later. I want to do it. I switched over to Persia/Iran, and they get a new mission tree. And basically, two of their missions are very similar, and they give you a really similar buff. And like this one province becomes disgustingly good with the buffs. And the thing is, I did it in the old mission tree, and the buff just remains on the province. And I just realized that you can get basically the same buff again if you do like the new mission. So I'm just stacking the buff, and this province is now disgusting. This is great. I didn't know you could do this. I love it when game devs just like, oops, I didn't realize. My bad. Also, I get to be like, winning.
Fair enough.
I love it when you can do weird things in games. Especially when it was clearly not intended to. Ugh.
Alright, so everybody is up. Everybody's alive. Thank you for that, everyone. for now. I mean no storage space. Those should be allowed to go on here.
No.
Hey. Yeah, apparently not, because even though it should... Unless it's a matter of it's not allowing it because of how few of them there are. Like, not enough space instead of just having nowhere to put it. Okay, yeah, it's looking like it's... Oh no, they brought it in, and I guess it's just... It must be too big. That's
well.
probably the problem. Yes. Oh well.
Winning.
Some people's kids, I tell you all.
Your mom. Dad. That's tilting.
What happened?
One little piddly stupid country whom I just looked at and I went, okay, I'm just gonna kill you because you're being an annoyance to me. They've just been sitting there the entire game being a thorn on my attempt to dominate this trade node. And so I just went like, okay, that's easy. I'll just go kill them, right? No. They are allied to like one of the strongest countries in the region. I am slightly stronger than that country, but I do not want to get tangled up into a giant war because there were 3 big countries here, me and the other 2. And it's the kind of thing where, like, I'm pretty sure the moment one of us is weak enough, the other 2 will pounce on them, right? Or, like, they might pounce on, or, like, if 2 of them weaken each other, then one of the other ones will pounce on them. Because I'm ready to do that. Like, if one of them decides to fight the other, then I'll just go in on whichever one and, like, okay, well, I'll just go in on you because you're losing or you're weakest, right? Okay, fine. We're stuck in, like, a little 3-way split here. What do I do in these cases? Normally, I look at, like, in this case, Hormuz, right? I'll go look at Hormuz's allies, and I'm like, okay, well, they're allied to Yas. So I can just attack Yas, drag Hormuz into the war, like, as one of the conditions, I'll make Hormuz break their alliance with the Ottomans. Because instead of Hormuz, like, I declare war on Hormuz and they call in the Ottomans, Yas is not allied to the Ottomans. They are allied to Hormuz, though. So I just, like, call in the chain of alliances. The problem is that Yas is allied to the other big power in the region, the Mamluks. So Hormuz is allied to one of the big powers. Yas is allied to the other one. I can't declare war on either of them. And the only country that I can declare war on to drag them into the conflict is a country which is allied to like half of India. And I don't want to get dragged into a giant war in India because that sounds excruciating. So I'm sitting here like, I hate you. I hope you implode. I hope this country just evaporates. Because they are being a giant annoyance to my attempt to just do my mission tree, and they're not letting me.
Fair enough. Hey there, Jazz. How you doing? Oh, well, hello there. A whole bunch of undistilled vodka.
Your power move of a username. Oh no, it's not a username. I thought it was someone's username.
Oh.
It sounds like the kind of thing you'd say to like a newcomer, like, hello there, a bunch of undistilled vodka. So I was like, that's a really funny name. And then I looked over and I realized you were talking still about RimWorld. Oops.
Pat.
Don't condescendingly pat me like that. That's what Taldarius does.
Pat.
I will eat your hand.
You don't want the pats?
I will stab you. I am already ready to, like, plunge the world into war out of pure pettiness. I will start World War 1538 over this.
Well, anyway, how are you doing? Bunch of undistilled vodka.
Okay, but it would be kind of a Fire Twitch username, though.
Yeah, you hear that? If you're a YouTube viewer and you've never stopped by the stream, you have a Twitch name. Just go ahead and take a bunch of undistilled vodka, pop in and say hi. Make it get Gab happy.
The worst part is I know someone is gonna look at it and go like, that's a good idea.
If only my streams, or my Twitch recordings other than tabletop got very many views. The usernames that I have seen on this platform are just like, holy crap.
See, it's just like, I don't like when people like come in with like something that's obviously meant to just be like, oh, I'm gonna be edgy or whatever, right? I think those are boring. I think it's just funnier to just be randomly weird with them. And it's like for the longest time, it was one of the people in one of the servers I'm in was just called like Puppy Girl Pit Huffer. And every now and then it would just come up again that was their username and they didn't change it for forever. And I don't know why. It was just the funniest shit for like the first month. You just point out like, wow, we're having this really serious conversation. Your opinion is very valid on this really serious real world issue, Puppy Girl Pit Huffer. And it killed me every time.
Yeah, Jazz is a fantastic artist. Fantastic.
Ooh, arts.
Speaking of Jazz, I want more art.
Do you ever not?
Oh yes, I'm not all the time.
Why are you like this?
Why'd you set me up?
Then you wonder why your mods are like this. Like streamer, like mods.
Hold on, are you implying something about me?
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. We start talking about not, and then Seda shows up. Makes sense.
Yeah, that does track for Seda. By the way, Jazz, we're gonna be watching the original How to Train Your Dragon on our Discord here in a bit. If you want to join.
Everyone asks where wolf, but no one asks how wolf. How are you, Seda?
That's so deep.
Well, yes, Gab, that's the point.
Y'all.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Bye, Brian. Gosh.
Seda did indeed get lucky today, apparently.
Hmm.
Well, he said he was full of delicious meat.
Gosh. Yeah, it's probably a good time to switch over to the movie. Y'all are entering that time of the night, apparently.
3 more minutes.
Uh-huh. I believe you. Some H. Things ideal.
What do you mean 3 more hours, Seda? My poor kitchen, and it's extended into outside of it as well, is just full of clothing from those, from the, raiders. Because of course I, butchered them for meat.
Understandable. Just like Pikachu's gonna do to Ren. I mean, what?
Oh, last night was great.
Good session.
Great
You were supposed to
cliffhangers.
bring balance to the ways, not destroy it.
You know, there's a part of me that still wonders if Rain actually realized what he was doing and he was just playing the character, or if it was just like a genuine Rain moment. I still can't tell.
It's half and half. The flashlight thing, that was genuine Ren.
I mean, walking into the place where the magic happens. I don't know about that.
Something magical is gonna happen, alright.
Rip Rain.
Alright, so now we can unleash the TF virus.
Uh-huh.
Begin! Yes. Indubitably. We'll hold off on finishing those hospital beds for now. Terrible!
What do you do now?
Good. Oh, apparently the ritual was bad.
Oh no. Who were you trying to summon?
It was a TF virus. I guess
guess we got
everybody
that
is
ending.
becoming worms.
Human TF. Worst outcome. Anyway, why are you even trying to TF? You know, you're already a volley, so what more do you want, SMH? You achieved peak bird.
We are attempting to... We are attempting to bring TF to everyone.
That's a good point. I'll accept it.
Alright, so we got it below the deck's storage now. Well, more volley, of course, Seda.
Volley, 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 volley. Bird, 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 bird. Birds are good. I like birds.
Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird's a word. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird's a word. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird's a word. Don't you know about the word? Well, I'm gonna tell you about the word. Well, a bird, bird. A bird, the word. Well, a bird. Why are they not finishing the... Okay, serious. Okay, just go build it. They brought all the resources to these walls, and for some reason have chosen not to actually finish them.
Decoration resources.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Hey there, DJ. Thank you for that raid. How are you, Cyber? Hope you had a great time. Welcome in, everybody. I am Rosim. You have come into RimWorld. Though, we are going to be ending here soon, unfortunately. Just kind of enjoying a little bit more RimWorld before I do. We're gonna go that route with this, put that there. I probably should have built that there in the first place. Nice to meet you too, Marbig. You were streaming Maneater, huh? No idea what that is, but I hope you had fun. But I am doing very well myself. Just currently waiting for things to heat up enough in here so my colonists will start planting. Because we need it to get warm. We'll do that. Ah, looks like it finally got warm enough for them. So we can go ahead and toggle that on. And toggle this on. Now our new hydroponics bays are operational.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I've seen a few games like that, actually. Seda is indeed cute. But Raijin is cuter. But I might be biased. Mwah.
I love physics.
Understandable bias.
How do you forget that? They play it literally every time you come into stream.
I mean, I think it's easy. Sometimes you just forget when you did something you were when you were in another form, you know?
Ah, fair, fair. That TF amnesia claims him. Yeah, I understand. We'll do hops there as well. Very good, Kieran. Very good. This is important. Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here and get swapped over for,
Movie.
movie. So, I will say I'm probably gonna keep it running during the movie. Probably just stop if I get raided or anything, but at this point, I'm literally just going to be letting my colonists finish mining, and, well, that's not super entertaining, so yeah, I'll just do that off stream. But yeah, we are going to be doing a movie on the Discord here. Do gather up in the lounge for that. But for now, thank you everybody for joining us today for RimWorld. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, using our Humble Bundle partner link, sending a treat through TreatStream, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Good night.